Cyberspace.
I got another Stasis build for you guys. I know you guys really like the Stasis Titan build that I gave you guys. So this build I feel like is extremely underrated, and I don't see a lot of people using this exotic paired up with Stasis Hunter. So with Stasis Hunter today we are running, as you guys can see, Frosties. But let's go ahead and get into the abilities and aspects that we're using. We're using Gambler's Dodge to get our melee back because we're going to be on a very quick cooldown, so we're going to be spamming melees. Dustfield Grenade because Dustfield is the only option that is good here for the Hunter specifically. Touch of Winter just so we could get bigger dust fields, increase the slow size, and like that Stasis Shard in the middle, this is perfect for what we're gonna do. Grim Harvest is really good. Grim Harvest, you just create Stasis Shards, pretty simple, like straightforward. Whisper of Rhyme just so we get some health and we have a little bit of survivability. Whisper of Bonds just because we could get our super a little bit faster, and I feel like this is gonna help us out because the Hunter super is probably the best super in out of all the Stasis subclasses. Whisper of Chains just because when we're near frozen targets we take reduced damage, so anything to help our survivability. Whisper of Shards, this is for the grenade to shoot in the middle, and it gives us 10 resilience, so this is really good. Whisper of Endurance is a must-have. Your slow lasts longer. I feel like this is a must-have on that grenade because it lasts way longer with this. So the weapons of choice today is Arbalest. As you guys can see, you guys can use this this setup in Nightfalls, which I feel like, and Arbalest is really good because it anti-barrier, and I'm using an Overload SMG, Perpetual Motion Volt Shot, and I'm using Fire and Forget. If you guys have Reed's Regret, you also can use that, but if you guys didn't have the luxury of getting Reed's Regret, this is the perfect time to use Fire and Forget. You want to get Field Prep and Frenzy or Vorpal. I feel like that would be the God roll. This is like sort of close to the God roll, but not really. But Fire and Forget shoots really good, and you could really swap these weapons for another setup of the new SMG that you guys really like, with Merciless, with Fire and Forget. So you will have double Stasis weapons, with Merciless being a really good option this season because of the buff that it got. It changed the exotic, and so it's doing a lot more better damage than it before, and it's a lot more reliable. So you will have Font of Might up for your SMG, and you will have Font of Might up for your Fire and Forget, which is really the double perks of having this like setup. So we are running Elemental Shards with Linear Ammo Finder and Harmonic Siphon, just so we could pick up Orbs of Power just when we're killing stuff with our Stasis weapons. And then the Linear Finder and Elemental Shards is really good just because your Stasis Shards counts as wells, which is amazing. I'm running Font of Might here. Font of Might is pretty much a must-have on this setup, and you want to run a champion mod like Overload SMG, and I feel like this would be a really good setup. You want to get your resilience high, you want to get your mobility high, and you want to get your discipline high based off of Frosties. We're going to get into that soon. The chest piece is Melee Wellmaker. We want this Melee Wellmaker because we're going to be throwing dust, like we're going to be throwing the shards really fast, and I feel like this is a really like a must-have type of mod for this setup. Frosties, we're running Frosties today. As you guys can see, not really a lot of people use this exotic, but I feel like the uptime on it is actually insane of how fast you could get your Dustfield Grenade. When you shoot the crystal and then you sprint, your Dustfield Grenade is literally right back up in like 2 seconds, not even like 1 or 2 seconds. So I'm running Absolution, I'm running Recuperation just to get a little health back when we pick up orbs. Elemental Ordnance, you can replace this, but I really don't know what can be replaced with this, so I just run Elemental Ordnance. And here I'm running Bountiful Wells. So Bountiful Wells is a really just like a really good mod to just throw on in overall setups. We're running Double Bomber just so we have like a full uptime on our abilities. and we are running Stasis overload grenades, which, as you guys gonna see, I throw a grenade and it traps the overload champion inside the grenade, and then you just keep on shooting the champion, and he's pretty much stuck there and getting stunned over and over. And you could also run this melee ability for unstoppable champion. So if you guys need unstoppable, this is a perfect weapon for this. This is a perfect mod for this season, honestly. This mod goes so good with this build. I feel like this build is really underrated, as you guys are gonna see. And Frosty's is really good. Just it's almost like Heart of Inmost Light. It's just that you have to sprint a lot, so you really want to run inside. And I feel like this setup is really underrated, as you guys are gonna see in this lost sector. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Drop that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys.
Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, till the battle's won, till kingdom come. To give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best